Okay, my favorite quote by one of the wrestling coaches is actually one by Coach Ferry. Before every match, not before every match, before a lot of matches, before we walk out on the mat, he always go, "Let's go, boy!" And I just think it's funny because me and the guys joked around with it for most of the year, and now we always say "Let's go, boy" to each other, and it's a good memory now.
My favorite memory this season was at regionals when our whole team lined up for the face-off for the championship match, and we had 13 out of 14 more weight classes there.
I had many memories this past season, some up, some down. But one of my favorite memories that I had was hanging out with my friends, doing the sport we love to do. And as we go on trips, wrestling meets, we became closer and closer as a family. And
the one coach who made a difference for me this year was Coach Verde, because he always kept pushing me to focus on my one goal and keep working at it.
You're my true north when I'm headed south, my constant solid ground. You are my lantern in the night. When I'm twisted up and shaken, you're the one I put my faith in. Yeah, you're the reason I survive. You keep me steady when the sky is falling. I keep steady after you. I'll carry on when my strength is failing. Take out 'cause you're with me. So let the stars drop, whatever comes I'll be ready. You keep me steady. You keep me steady.
My favorite part of the season was just being able to finish my career with the people I started with, and watching all their success, watching them grow up into adults. I don't know, that's my favorite season. Go Gators.
The one coach that made a difference for me this year was Coach Ferry, because he pushed me during regionals so I could wrestle my best so I could make it to state.
My favorite memory on this season would be the van rides with my teammates to
My
tournament.
favorite memory of this year was taking second at Holiday Classic from headlocking everyone.
My favorite memory from this season was winning the Sierra Nevada Classic.
When the bombs fall, you the cavalry, yeah. Somehow you always standing right by my side. So no matter what I will be facing, I will not be overtaken. And you are the only reason why. You keep me steady when the sky is falling. And I keep steady after you. I'll carry on when my strength is failing. Take out 'cause you're with me. So let the stars drop, whatever comes I'll be ready. You keep me steady. You keep me steady. You're my hiding place, my home, and fear cannot invade these four walls. I need you near, I need you here. You keep me steady when the sky is falling. And I keep steady after you.
My favorite memory from this season is probably winning the Green Valley Duels. It was just really cool to win it as a team at our own home duel tournament.
My favorite memory from this season was when we won state, because it was just fun to rub in all those northern kids' faces that said we weren't going to win.
Favorite memory this season was when we were in the regional finals and they called our whole lineup down to the mat.
The one coach that made a difference to me this year was Coach Rizzuto, because he always knew how to motivate me in the right ways. One thing that taught me in wrestling this year that will help me for the rest of my life is to always work hard, because it'll help you in the end.
My one coach this year who made a difference was Coach Lana. He taught me that hard work pays off, and no matter how hard it gets, I should never give up.
These four walls, I need you near, I need you here. You keep me stay when the sky is falling down. Keep steady after you. I carry on when my strength is failing. Take out 'cause you're with me. So let the stars drop, whatever comes I'll be ready. 'Cause you keep me steady. Yeah, you keep me steady. You keep me steady. You keep me
My favorite saying from the coaches this year was break through the wall because it motivated me to get better. And one thing that wrestling has taught me that I will take in for the rest of my life is to work hard in everything I do.
My favorite memories was definitely hanging with the team on the van rides. Like, that was pretty cool.
One of my favorite memories of this season was wrestling in the Costas finals. And, I thought I lost in the end, but I actually won. And I threw a fit. And one thing I would take in the rest of my life from wrestling is, once you wrestle, everything else becomes easier.
It's up inside your head. You got a voice that says you won't get past this one. You won't win your freedom. It's like a constant war, and you wanna settle that scar, but you're bruised and beaten, and you feel defeated. This goes out to the heaviest heart. Set match, time to put it in your past. Oh, feel the winter leaving. It's redemption season. Long live the young at heart. Cheers to a brand new start. We're revived and breathing to live a life of freedom. Oh, to everyone who's hit their limit, it's not over yet.
One thing that wrestling has taught me is that it takes time to get good at something.
One thing wrestling taught me that I will use for the rest of my life is no matter how bad it looks, you can always win.
One thing that wrestling taught me that I will use the rest of my life is that hard work pays off. No matter how hard the challenge is, you should never back off or give up.
One thing wrestling taught me that will stick with me forever is something Coach Ray used to always say, which is win with class and lose with dignity. And in my eyes, that basically means to stay humble as a human being. So whether win or lose, good or bad in life, how you react to the negative or the losses in life defines you as a person. And in my eyes, I just think at the end of the day, I have family who loves me, who supports me. I have friends who are down, or all that, whatever. And also that burpees is a form of torture. So that's what I learned from wrestling.
One thing wrestling taught me that I'll use for the rest of my life is hard work and discipline.
One thing that wrestling has taught me that I'll use for the rest of my life is to never give up, even when you're down by a long shot. and still have a miracle happen and pull it out.
One thing wrestling has taught me that I will use for the rest of my life, besides knowing how to run minute sprints in the gym until I want to throw up, is I've learned a good work ethic, and I've learned that I can't ever give up on anything. Even if I want to quit, I just got to push through it, and I think that'll really help me in my future with job applications and just everything.
One thing wrestling taught me that I could use for the rest of my life was that if you want something, you just have to work for it, and you can achieve anything.
One thing that wrestling taught me was discipline, with having to cut weight for tournaments and having to wake up early for morning practices.
One thing wrestling taught me that I will use for the rest of my life is how to control a situation.
One thing that wrestling taught me that I'll use for the rest of my life is just to work hard for all my goals and whatever success I want in life.
One thing wrestling taught me to use throughout the rest of my life is to never give up.
Some things that wrestling has taught me that I can use the rest of my life is to be determined, disciplined, and goal setting, which all lead to me overcoming any adversity that is in my way. And all of these lessons that I've learned helps me in life, in school, in wrestling, so I can live a better life and succeed more in life.